It's one of the globe's most famous football venues, but this crowd of 60,000 plus is gathered to watch a different type of football. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Today, a good one in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready, and we're underway from Tottenham Hotspur. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed. Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
This is Mason on second down. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And I'll give it to Mason. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
On play action now, McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. And they bring him down around the 34. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. A give to Mason. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Mason will try this one up the gut. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another run for Mason. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns, nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And leading them out, entering the league as a third-round pick, Brock, and one of college football's all-time passing leaders, Dillon Gabriel.
Not hyperbole at all to call Dillon Gabriel's collegiate career one of the most productive in the sport's history. He set a ton of records across UCF, Oklahoma, and ultimately at Oregon, and I can't wait to watch the lefty sling it in the NFL.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Ford. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun against Gabriel. Stays in the pocket, and not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
I know you got a mixture of looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Browns nothing.
Clapperboard Fire Flex Biceps American Football. Clapperboard Fire Flex Biceps American Football. Clapperboard Fire Flex Biceps American Football. Clapperboard Fire Flex Biceps American
Here's
Football.
Reichert set to kick this away.
Clapperboard Fire Flex Biceps American Football.
Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's Ford. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Gabriel here from the gun. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Gabriel. And they get to him again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Mason trying left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now it's McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now McCarthy. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Mason. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Vikings first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action, McCarthy. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings take a 20-zip lead.
Kate, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context, you know what the single-season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 21-zip already.
21. Browns nothing.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. From the 36. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Gabriel the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10. Here's Ford. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ford straight ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the 38. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Ford running right. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Gabriel setting up to throw. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns lower the deficit they face. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
21, Browns 7.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here.
Clapperboard Fire American Football raising hands.
That's going to be taken in
Fire
at the 8.
American Football raising hands.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Raising hands.
The Vikings and Justin
Fire
Jefferson
American
ready to go to work again
hands.
offensively. And
Clapperboard
eventually,
Fire
Brock, one
American
of their
Football
drives is going
raising
to fail to
hands.
reach that end zone. But through 3
Clapperboard Fire
possessions so
American
far,
Football
they have
raising
been
hands.
perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that
Clapperboard
to
Fire
happen,
American
somebody
Football raising
somewhere on
hands.
this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. The Browns close in and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
A throw right side, caught by Fannin. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's the end of our opening quarter. 21-7 is our score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. He keeps it and takes off. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Gabriel now to throw on third. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. The give left side to Mason. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
2nd and 8. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
On first down, it's Mason.
Television Globe with Meridian's Red Circle American Football.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
Television
There
Globe
was
with
nothing, no
Meridian's
time
Red
at all to
Circle
try and
American
escape and
Football.
react. Instead, it goes
Television
backwards.
Globe with Meridian's Red Circle American Football.
McCarthy to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Mason can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He gets it again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
Round 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's a toss play, forward. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Gabriel here from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On play action now, McCarthy. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Mason gets it from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the...
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now pitch to Mason. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, Mason. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's McCarthy to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now I'll give it to Mason. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Mason. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Vikings running away with it in the 2nd quarter. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 35, Browns 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Finds the in route complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Another try following the sack. Pass complete to Thrash. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's keeping it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Movie Camera American Football Television. Red Circle 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 Movie Camera American Football Television.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down run by Ford. And he's bottled up at the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. The Browns at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he's going for it again. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw this one. Gabriel. The throw is caught. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
35. Browns 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. The Vikings, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First call here coming from the shotgun. McCarthy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. Thielen's got it, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Throwing again now, McCarthy. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Gabriel. He'll step up, and there he goes. And that's a first down from Gabriel as he slides to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's Gabriel, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Gabriel here from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Browns 21.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. He's running for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
A give to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 48-yard attempt.
Reichard connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Here's Ford on the return. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now start on the ground. It's Ford. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Now Gabriel. He takes it himself. And that's a first down from Gabriel as he slides to a stop.
A gain of 15 yards.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They bring the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Gabriel. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on. That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Mason running right. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Receiver in motion, headed right. Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Vikings first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
And he comes through big here, 9 yards. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another run for Mason. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
This is Mason on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle
Dizzy yellow
instead?
heart, dizzy
The
yellow
exact
heart.
opposite here, Kate. It now makes this
Dizzy
third down a
yellow
whole
heart,
lot
dizzy
trickier to
yellow
figure
heart.
out.
Dizzy yellow heart, dizzy yellow heart.
Play number 7 on this
Dizzy
drive.
yellow
And they
heart,
need
dizzy
7 here
yellow
on third
heart.
down.
Dizzy yellow heart, dizzy yellow heart.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-possession game. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
45. Browns 24.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Catch made left side by Judy. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Here's Ford. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another one for Ford. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Browns, first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, Gabriel. Connects on the crosser. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
45. Browns 31.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Mason will try this one up the gut. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as time runs out in the quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to keep it this time. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. No run here. It's Mason. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick pass. Caught outright. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 52, Browns 31.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Gabriel. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Gabriel here from the gun. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy dumps it off to his running back. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Gabriel's going to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11. That's good for a Browns first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Gabriel, 1st and 10. Now he takes it. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you got to have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running once more with Mason. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 from the 41. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They're going to run it. Here's Scott. Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Scott on the carry. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
McCarthy on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings put up even more points in a win. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead.
Browns 31.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10.
The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
Yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart. Yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart. Yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart.
Short pass brought in.
Yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart 100 points, yellow heart. Yellow heart
That's what you
100
call
points, yellow heart
efficiency.
100 points,
Exactly what
yellow
you're looking
heart.
for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
It's a dime look by the Vikings. 3rd down coming. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He's loaded another one up. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Ford running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, The entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw this one. Gabriel. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Here's Gabriel. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
A loss of 3 yards on the sack. And it's 4th down.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Slot man motioned over. Now it's Scott. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll pitch it out to him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside, well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. And he's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. So it's a win for the Vikings. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say cheerio from London.